ChristieOtaku here, and today we're back with another figure unboxing. I know it's been a minute, but I was waiting for this figure for the longest time, and I'm super excited to have it with you guys. I love this franchise, and I absolutely love this character, or he counts as a character, but let me grab him. He is the mighty Arsène from Persona 5 from MegaHouse. This is the anniversary edition. This is kind of like a re-release in a way. This figure's been out for a little while, and I have yet to see any unboxing of this figure. There's only one video out of all YouTube that I can find of someone unboxing this. And then this is a recolor of that one. Note the anniversary edition. But his box, absolutely amazing. Oh, and I forgot to say, let me grab it real quick. Okay, sorry. When you order him, you get a wall scroll as well. Hopefully you guys can see this kind of easily. Let me move the box. But he looks so good. I didn't even know it came with the wall scroll. But Arsène is so badass. He's one of my favorite personas. Out of because I've never played 4 and 3, but you can get those personas in Persona 5 if you buy some DLC, which I did. So I have all those personas from 3 and 4 and 5. And my favorite starter is Arsène. Like, Arsène to me is so badass looking. And I just love Joker and everyone. So I also have on pre-order, it's the same company, MegaHouse, but it's Joker's scale. And I'm going to put them together and they're going to look so good. Just amazing together. So I got this. I've been waiting forever. That's why there hasn't been a figure unboxing. But that's fine because I want to put other content besides figure review. But this video is going to be a little different in regards because there's no content or hardly any content of this figure unboxing specifically. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to put them together. For one, there's no instructions. So I'm going to have to just figure this out on my own and help you guys as well. And people who have recently bought this on my figure collection, a lot of them have struggled. Everyone says this is a really pain in the butt to put together. So I'm already expecting that. I just pray I don't break anything because I love him so much. Also, I'm not going to announce it yet because I'm not too sure what's going to happen. But I am in the process of doing a giveaway for you guys. It's a long story, but I won't go into it full detailed. But basically, something happened and I received 2 of these. I'm going to show you real quick. Voila! I don't know what happened. I paid for one of these, right? And I got 2. I don't know why I have 2. Both were addressed to my house. So I have 2 on top of a whole brand new scroll. So right now I'm talking to someone about purchasing this figure from me. But if they turn out to not buy it, I don't really have any friends. My fiance, she doesn't really care for Arsène. She loves Persona 5. But just, you know, Arsène, the persona, she doesn't care too much about him. A lot of my friends that live in town with me, none of them really play Persona 5 or just don't care for Arsène himself. So if I cannot get anyone to buy him, or, you know, I have no other friend online to give to, I'm going to do a giveaway. And one of you guys at home could win Arsène. I'll put rules. I'll think about some rules in the next day or so. Because I kind of want to know who my audience, who's watching, the age group and everything. So once I get all that info, I make a separate video regarding the rules and how to win him. And yeah, let's get on with the unboxing. Alright guys, looking at Arsène's box, I absolutely love the color scheme of Persona. The red, the black, the white, the blue. Oh my gosh. Persona has such a great color scheme, and I love how every time you buy a Persona 5 figure specifically, you always will have that same color scheme with stars everywhere and the cool Phantom Thief font and everything on their calling cards. It's just super cool. I just love the detail MegaHouse did on the box. You can see clearly here that he's kind of big. My turning table was honestly shaking because just how big this and weight this box is. His wings are honestly pretty heavy, but besides that, I'm in love with the box. This is one of those boxes that I take care of all my boxes, but this is one I have to really take care of because I don't want nothing bad to happen. The box is so pretty. Even inside the box was really nice quite a surprise too, because I don't see this happen in most figures, especially scales. Taking him out the box here, you can see that he has a lot, but inside it has the Take Your Heart Joker scale. This is the one I was talking about earlier that MegaHouse announced. I have this on pre-order, and I love how they have it in there because it's meant to be a set, Arsène and Joker. And I also love how it's blue inside. It's kind of hard to tell with the lights, but the chains all around in the box, because of course their personas kind of represent their inner rebel. It's a more than that, but that's just a quick summary basically. I don't want to spoil, of course, too much if you guys haven't, of course, played the game. If you haven't played Persona 5, you need to play. It's a fantastic game, fantastic franchise, and I cannot wait. Please, Atlas, somebody make a Persona 6. I'm begging you. We need more Persona games. Anyway, I forgot to record the wings for you guys, but I'll show you that towards the end of the video. So he has a lot of plastic, a lot of space. I have to kind of put things down. First, we're gonna go over piece by piece what it comes with. The base is big. It's almost as big as my hand, and it's weird. It has like a spray paint feel, the blue and the white. If you rub, it has a weird gradient feel. It's like when you spray paint and let it dry, it has a rough feel. So it has that, which I really kind of like. But I also notice in detail, the white lines represent where you place and what direction the parts. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. Oh my gosh, Arsène, you guys, is absolutely beautifully detailed. I haven't had a MegaHouse figure in so long, and the fact that I'm coming back to this just because I got this because of Arsène, he is so detailed. Oh my, I can't even talk. The detail on his face, you can kind of tell here on the camera. His fangs are showing and the eyes glow, and the corset and the shading and ruffles on his like knees, and the reds and the black. Everything is so phenomenal. There's so much detail towards his heels here and the big top hat. And I'm trying to zoom in so you guys could see as great detail his face is. It's almost like a sticker because I don't think they could paint all this, like you see from the horns all the way down to his face. It's so creepy looking. I never realized how crazy Arsène looks, because in the game you're just, you're playing the game and you don't really realize his face. I'm just looking at his wings most of the time when I see him. But even the hands, the claws, and the gloves, like, it's so nice. You have to be super careful because it is so fragile. His top hat, I forgot to record it, but his top hat actually fell off, and I'm not sure if that was meant to happen or if it was broken like that. It came like that when I literally took him out the box, like, take the plastic part. So be really careful, you guys. Arsène is 100% fragile. That's what's really scary with these PVC scales. Everything is super fragile, but the paint job on him is phenomenal. Going into the, I guess, like the fire, the fire effect with the chains wrapped around it. This is like the silhouette where you would fit the direction of the base, or the flame on the base. But I love this transparency of it's like a white flame, then it goes to the blue flame, and it's super cool. And if you didn't know, the hottest point of like a lighter or fire is the blue part. So it's just showing how intense and awesome and badass Arsène is, and he's so good. You guys, the detail on the chains are phenomenal. It's just so much going on. MegaHouse outdid themselves with this. I should start buying more from MegaHouse because I really don't pre-order much from them. This is the smaller flame. Again, this is me showing the bottom to show you. This is the small piece that goes in that straight line right here. This is how you can kind of tell what piece goes to where. And I don't think they did this with the other re-release, because again, like I said, this is the anniversary, which is basically the same figure but a recolored of that figure. So this detail may not have been there, but you see the shape of the flame kind of just goes with the outlet of the white paint. So all you have to do is basically match it up. Again, I'll still show you guys, for people who bought this figure and need help, instructions, I'm here for you guys. We also have this little stand riser to support the flames. So here I'm kind of showing you guys basically what direction you need to put the flames. We're gonna start with the smaller ones and go work our way up. So basically, this is more shots of this. You're gonna pick up your base, or this is how I'm gonna do it for you, and you just need to line up where that flame piece goes on here. And what I did, I just looked at the bottom of the flame piece and I just stuck it right down. Now you want the chains to be facing outwards because there's a hole in the front, which I'll show you in a minute. like this, it's where there's a peg and you have to place Arsène's foot through the hole. So you have to be really careful because again, everything here is plastic. So if you are not careful or putting it in the right direction, you will break off one of those little black pegs on the base. So just be very, very careful with this, because this figure, Arsène himself, was really delicate for me. So this is the shape here of the white outline of the white paint. This is how I'm kind of showing you a side-by-side view of how you need to face him, or face the flame, excuse me. So you just kind of go in there, align it carefully, because there's 3 holes underneath this piece. So you need to align it perfectly and just slowly press one down, one at a time. Do this very slowly, because if you push it in too quickly, you could break that plastic piece, and if any of those pieces break, it will not support the base, and then it won't support Arsène, and you will have really bad lean issues. So like this is the direction I have it. I'm trying to show you guys different angles so you could see which way the chain are facing. Again, I'm apologize ahead of time for any blurriness or out of focus parts, because my camera doesn't have a viewfinder, and it's hard for me to kind of see where my camera's at while I'm also building the figure. So apologies. These are the 2 pegs, or the holes where you place Arsène's feet in. I'm gonna do a close-up shot of that. So I realized in this shot, I put Arsène on the base first before putting the support rod. That was a mistake. You need to take Arsène off the base first and then put the support rod, because that support rod lifts up the flame piece in the back, the bigger one, and that will to me there's no lean issues with or without it, but I mean it's probably going to happen in the future, because you know these things, the plastic could, you know, change over time. So I just recommend you guys take them off the base first, like I did here. So this is a close-up. Again, sorry for the blurriness, but this is how you need to have that plastic piece facing. It's gonna, like, again, support the big flame piece, because when putting Arsène on, you have to kind of pull that plastic flame back and put that peg, you see the hole there, put that peg in that hole, and there's the other one here. Again, it's kind of hard to see because of the color of the flames and everything, but I'm doing my best to focus in all of it. So please, sorry about that, guys. I really tried my best in here, because normally I put it together and then show you guys at the end, but because a lot of people were struggling on this and there's no instructions, I want to make the instructions on setting this up as easy as forward as possible, because if this was me, I would want this, you know, the same thing. So this is the long leg, or the first leg. You're gonna lean in the hole there, and then you're gonna slowly lean Arsène back. Now, because you have that plastic rod, you most likely won't need to pull the flame back like I said earlier, but I had to press him in there quite hard, because that back support foot, like it's here, that one had a trouble going in all the way for me. That could just be a defect on my scale, but for me, he's standing up really fine. This is a side view of how you need to have him in. The front one fits fine, but the back one for me is a little, like, not in all the way, but it's fine because you can hardly tell with how his foot's placed. But I'm just wanting you guys to see basically how it goes. So next, I decided to get the wings ready. I'm going to show you guys what direction the pegs or the holes in the back, or on his back for his wings, excuse me. This is for the right wing, and then this is the left. The one that's more open is the left side, and the one that's more like curved in is the right side of his wing. I'm going to show you side by side here which way it goes in. And it's honestly, this is really tricky. This is probably the hardest part I had without the whole figure. I was literally sweating, guys. This figure was stressing me out so bad. I did not want to break Arsène. After his hat came off, I was so scared to like mess with him or like take him off the base or do anything, because I did not want any of these plastic pegs to break. But his wings were really tricky to get in for some reason. The wings has the most weight, so you need to like really push it in there. And again, I was struggling quite a bit for this. I got one of the wings in, as you could see here, but because this other wing, it was like, it's kind of a weird angle, because if you are not holding these wings correctly, you can break the plastic off. So you need to be super, 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 super careful. But I ended up taking out the wing because this one was so big and it was hard to hold. You have to angle this one in a lot more tricky. So please, again, be careful. And then he ended up falling off the base anyway. So I recommend, like I said, put him all together, put his wings on, do all that stuff. and then you need to put him onto the base. I cut out so you guys wouldn't see me with struggle, because I literally spent like 5 minutes trying to get his wings in without breaking anything. It was super stressful. So again, put on his wings first before the base. I had to speed up the film here because I literally spent so long doing this. This is at like 200 speed, like a sped up video. So again, you put that one piece there and then the other piece in the back, and he holds totally fine. Just really be careful with the wings, because if you don't put enough pressure on the back heel, he will not go in all the way. But thank God I got him in. Let's get him into the shots. My turntable can hardly hold him. As you can see right there, he was falling back. The wings are so heavy. But anyway, now that that's over, the details on Arsène are absolutely amazing. The layers of the feathers, of the sculpt, of the black shading, the shading of the flames and the chain, and just Arsène himself is so badass looking, guys. If you love Persona and if you specifically love Arsène, I highly recommend you get this scale. It is a pain in the butt, but it is worth it at the end. If you again love Persona, love the shading, love the cuffs, the corset, Arsène is a must buy. Just look at him. Enough said it just by looking at him. The details on him are phenomenal, guys. MegaHouse outdid themselves. I cannot wait for more Persona 5 merch, more Persona 5 figures, because I'm getting Ren. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. 1, 2.